6:48, time for the morning rush. Now we are seeing new documents revealing when APD began looking into a complaint about officers getting paid to get DWI cases dismissed. In December of 2022, a caller said the officers were getting tipped by workers at 3 bars in Northeast Heights. That's about patrons leaving those establishments. Because of the lack of evidence and concerns about tipping off officers, APD tabled its investigation.
Albuquerque police are searching for the man they say attacked 3 people downtown. On April 10th, police say 43-year-old Brian Eisenbeis got out of his truck, cursed at a woman, and punched her in the face. Then they say he drove by the St. John's thrift store and began shouting gay slurs over and over toward 2 men. They say he attacked both of them. If you've seen him, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers or police.
A former Doña Ana County Sheriff's deputy is now facing up to a decade behind bars after he pleaded guilty to sexually assaulting a female arrestee. Now, in April of last year, Deputy Michael Martinez arrested a woman for driving drunk. Now, after she received medical clearance, he handcuffed her and sexually assaulted her in the back of his patrol unit. That was before taking her to the detention center. He is now facing the maximum penalty of 10 years in prison. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. It's a mild start to the day. Just grab a light sweater. And by this afternoon, we'll be hitting low 80s.
NMDOT is hosting another meeting on their plans to fix the I-25 S-curve in Albuquerque. Transportation officials have been considering plans for the highway between Avenida Cesar Chavez and MLK, a stretch known for its crashes and congestion. The meeting is set to take place this afternoon at 5 at C&M Smith-Brasher Hall.
Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham is now getting involved in the issue of licensed cannabis distributors having their marijuana products seized by U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. The New Mexico Cannabis Chamber of Commerce says that federal agents have seized more than $300,000 worth of product from New Mexico cannabis businesses. The governor has now brought these concerns to the Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas.
Several buildings at a New Mexico peanut plant are a total loss as a fire continues to burn more than 1 week after it ignited. A fire started at Hampton Farms in Portales last Monday, forcing evacuation of the plant. PFD says firefighters will remain on scene for the foreseeable future. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is low today. We'll be seeing a beautiful afternoon with mostly to partly sunny skies and some light winds.
Popular Albuquerque ice cream shop is now getting a new owner. After nearly 20 years in business, ice cream owner Bill Warren handed over his scoop to a new owner. Alicia Martinez Davis will now take over. She says she plans to keep it running just like Warren did.
We are now getting a look at some major updates that are in the works at the Albuquerque Biopark. The Biopark is now working on its Australia exhibit with phase 1 planned to open this summer. Other projects already underway include a $1 million Mexican gray wolf refuge and an event pavilion at the Botanic Garden.
2 people are starting their new roles as Bernalillo County deputy managers. The county has now appointed Wayne W. Lindstrom to lead its behavior health division. Meanwhile, Danette Townsend was chosen to lead the county's community services division. Erica.
All right, a check on traffic. There are no accidents or slowdowns to report. The maps are clear. Trackers heading south on I-25 near the Big I and moving up to speed.
A student-led volunteer program in Chicago has inmates and college students reading together at one of the country's largest jails. Students Against Incarceration sees a van full of Heard DePaul University students to Cook County Jail to take part in their book club.
Time now for the 5 facts.
At number 5, major updates are now in the works this morning at the Albuquerque Biopark with work on its Australia exhibit and phase 1 planned to open this summer. An updated master plan also includes technology for a modern ticketing system, catwalk renovations, along with a science, health, and aquatic research center. All the work was funded by a gross receipt tax that was approved by voters back in 2016. Other projects already underway include a Mexican gray wolf refuge and an event pavilion at the Botanic Garden.
And number 4, NMDOT is hosting another meeting on their plans to fix the I-25 S-curve in Albuquerque. Transportation officials have been considering plans for the highway between Avenida Cesar Chavez and MLK, a stretch known for its crashes and congestion. The meeting is set to take place this afternoon at 5 at C&M Smith-Brasher Hall. It will provide an update on those options.
And at number 3, it's going to be a warm and slightly cloudier day. Temperatures making it from the mid-50s this morning into the 70s by midday, and we'll hit 80s early this afternoon. We'll be seeing increasing clouds during the afternoon and evening hours.
And number 2, out 3 people downtown. On April 10th, a woman was running near the intersection at 12th and Silver when police say a speeding red truck driven by 43-year-old Brian Eisenbeis ran a stop sign. The criminal complaint states Eisenbeis then stopped and waved for her to cross in front of him. She says she was afraid to. That's when police say he got out of his truck, cursed at her, and punched her in the face. Later that day, police say Eisenbeis attacked two elderly men near the St. John's thrift store off of Central and 14th. If you've seen him, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers or police.
At number one this morning, new documents now reveal when APD began looking into a complaint. It was about officers getting paid to get DWI cases dismissed. A 5-page intel file that News 13 obtained from APD shows that in December of 2022, the department began reviewing a tip from a citizen about DWI officers. Last night, APD confirmed that the caller said that the officers, they were getting tipped by the workers at 3 bars in the Northeast Heights. That was about patrons leaving those establishments. APD says that it looked at the officers' activity around the 3 bars locations and found no correlation to traffic stops. Meanwhile, that investigation was later tabled by APD, and it was revealed in January of this year that the FBI was looking into the DWI units.